Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this Tuesday night? Well, I hope you had a glorious day, but be that as it may, I would like to talk about Travis Scott. He's been in the news lately, I think last month, because of who, baby Crone?
Yes, Tyga.
Tyga getting in a fight with AE, and I don't know what that was about, but nevertheless, he just got in trouble, got arrested, he got released in Paris. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was he was inebriated or what was the ins and outs. Do you, baby Crone? But I just know one thing. For what I'm starting to see, Paris is kind of seem to be racist.
That is
against Americans. It just seems that way. Or could it be Americans go to these countries and assert their authority or power or fame or money?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but it just seems like it's always a problem with that.
Yes.
By the way, I hope you like my new look.
I do. She's curly-fied.
I'm curly-fied, so baby Crone and I could wear our hair the same way.
Yes. All right. I was trying to figure out why he had gotten into a fight, and it's not exactly sure, but apparently it was both a hotel security guard and his own bodyguard. So I'm not particularly sure what happened on this Friday night.
Can you read it? Is it something quick to read?
All it says is the arrest occurred after police were called to the George's 5 Hotel, or V, early Friday to arrest a man nicknamed Travis Scott for violence against a security guard, according to a statement from the Paris Public Prosecutor's Office. That's all they got.
Well, there you have it. So what I want to know is, I want to know what is going on with Travis.
Yes.
Travis Scott. This is the Travis Scott that was with
Kylie
Jenner. And I want to know, remind me to ask, are they going to get back together? Because right now, with him being in the news like this seems like this is a thing that she will hop on. Like, oh, he needs help. Let me get back to my baby daddy.
You're right.
And what about Charlamagne? But enough of that. We're going to talk about Travis Scott, but I want to know how is she, because I know she's in contact with him and know what's going on because that's her baby daddy, right?
Yeah.
So if that's her baby daddy, she knows exactly. I'm sure she called him up and said, "What's up, Trav?" And he probably said, "Yeah, these MFers, been effing with me, and I had to let them MFers know what's going on." Shy. I don't know. So anyway, this represents, could you cut for me?
Okay.
Can you cut? I don't know. A shot. But it would be nice if they got back together. But you know what? When you break up and it never works. It never. It seems like once you break up and you get back together, a lot of times it doesn't work. Look, we've already seen Jennifer Lopez and do it, and now Nelly and Ashanti is on the blinks. I don't know. You know what I know? It's your sign. It's who you compatible with. Who is your opposite that makes you whole? That's what I believe. Yes. Okay, so here we have Travis Scott. So right now I see a number 10, and 10 has to deal with earthly goods or things that has to do with earth, but this is a 10. So I see that there are, like, this seems more like a legacy, like family, friends, or I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm gonna have to come back to that. I don't know what that means because I show it to you. If you can say. I'll just have to lay out. Another one I see here to his heart. I see that it is the Empress. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's wanting to be with his baby mama. Do he have more than one child, more than 2 children?
Let's see.
I don't know. I definitely see a woman there. I definitely see a woman that is very motherly, very nurturing, and that's in his heart. That's his heart chakra. And I definitely see that there is a woman there. It could be his mama.
Yep, only kids with Kylie.
It's a mother there. So I don't know if that's Kylie showing up in the reading, or could it be his own mother? Or I definitely see a strong woman, a mother. This is a motherly person there for him. And it's along with that, this legacy card, because this is a 10, and you see that in this card, it's like an old man, it's like a man, it's a dog, it's a kid, it's like it's got family in it. Okay, let's see to the right. Also, I see that he's guarded. I see that he's guarded, that he's not ready to deal with whatever it is going on with him. I don't know if is he in concert? Is he doing shows? I know he was. I don't know if he's doing them now. Above his head, I just feels like, when I think of the cups, I wasn't even supposed to be using these cards. When I think of the cups, I think of emotions overflowing. So he's very emotional about something. And whatever this is, it always represents like a overflowing, but it also represents like something good, something new, like a new relationship or a renewed relationship or something overflowing. Baby Crone, can you lay out some cards for me?
Okay.
I would like to know, you could take out the male and the female. And I want to know, with the male and the female, for you can lay out like 6 cards and give me the female, and then I'll place it in and see if she shows up. Because I want to know, is that Kylie showing up in this reading?
Okay.
But nevertheless, what he has accomplished right now, there's something that's apparently coming from that direction that she's offering, or whoever this woman is, he doesn't want it. So here I see whatever it is, he just doesn't want anything. And also here I see him guarded, like he's not putting his guard down. He doesn't want to deal with it. He doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to deal with it. He just guarded off to it, turned his back on it. So let's see. However, I definitely do see that he wants to be with this woman. Whoever this woman is, he wants to be with this woman, but it's something blocking him from being with her.
Okay.
What do you have, baby Crone?
I just pulled out the male and female.
Give me the female.
Here's the female.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Let it be the female. No, let it be the female, because you're reading on the male. So, baby Crone, you're going to lay out a few cards. What you going to lay out, about 6? Or 8, whatever. I just need to see where he's at with you. Because over here, I have the Empress. And I don't see any other card here that's really representing emotions. So, but then I see here as a block, baby Crone. Yes. I see it as a block, that 4, and it's a celebration, it's a celebratory. And I'm trying to figure out, is it that what's blocking him from being with this woman? What do you have? Oh, let me put it in. Well, you gotta do them over because you didn't allow me to put them in. Or do you want to lay them on the top or something? You forgot.
Yes, I did forget. Okay. I'm not sure. I guess we could just.
You need her there, so.
Yes, I'll just put her in this corner.
You can't do that. That's cheating. You just got to take out 3 cards.
Okay.
Just take out. Don't look at them. Just take out 3 cards and shuffle them. Get them here. Now lay them out some kind of way and see if she shows up in the reading.
Okay. Oh wow! I actually picked out the.
So they was random, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do you have? What do you see? Because I'm trying to figure out this. Mm-hmm. So I want to know what the Kipper said. in relationship to her. I know it's in the future, in the
Yes.
near future,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also, and it's in the future, but it's also in something that is a foundation, something that he has been with. So I definitely see that could be Kylie here.
Right.
Because she's in the past. She's not in the past. She's in the future, but she's also in the future, but she's in the future of something that he has accomplished. Or something that he had, like he had children with her, he has a family with her. So that's something that was accomplished. And she shows up right in his very near future. What do you see?
Well, definitely taking a quick overview, just wondering if it has anything to do with Kylie.
Mm-hmm.
I see 2 cards that symbolize a commitment or a coming together, basically. I'll say that. One is an indirect influence.
They can't see, and you took yourself out of camera.
This is a card that represented an indirect influence, so something that Travis doesn't exactly have on his mind. And maybe that's because he has accomplished, maybe not exactly a marriage with Kylie, but that family picturesque dream. So because of that, he doesn't necessarily feels like he needs to put a ring on it, but he still has that influence.
So you still think that he had feelings for her? The cards are showing that he has feelings for her?
Yes, because what he's looking at directly is an anchor, which is something that he's trying to anchor down to get stability in his life, and something that he can really rely on. And who would that be? The perfect person for that would be Kylie.
Because I see a woman here that is nurturing, that is a mother, that is young and vibrant and got a lot. And there is no other woman that shows up like this. And so I didn't know who it is. And yet I see here new beginnings, as in cups, as in somebody that's bursting with a lot of emotions, that's got a lot to say, that's got a lot of feelings, like, at a new beginning of something. And I see it. I'm not saying that they are in a relationship, but what I will ask, are they going to, because it seems to me he's in a crisis.
Yes.
And he's been spiraling, in my opinion. So I'm wondering, that just seems like a time where she would want to know what's going on with her baby daddy.
Yes.
Is Kylie curious about what's going on with Scott at this moment? Wow. I don't even know what to make out of this, but what I do see, I see the Fool, and that is somebody that is just gullible. But then I see a Page, and I see somebody that is young and somebody that is full of a lot of ideas, but yet can be a little cocky. And then I also see someone filled with a whole lot of ideas and a lot of expression and a lot of energy, and they want to do it, but they're being meticulous. So I see all 3 of these. So these are they individual people, or does it say, what that say to you?
Well, I was thinking maybe one page could represent Kylie and one page could represent Travis. And then all together, the Fool would symbolize how their current maybe situation is going, like they are in uncharted territories.
Could be. But then again, I see when it comes down to them, it's murky. Would you say that?
Yes, most definitely.
It's murky. It's murky. Yeah, and it just seems like the Queen shows up again. It seems like she still had feelings for him. It seems like she still had feelings for him. But it just seemed like something keep them at bay. It's like, but then I see here the horse, they opposite, like not opposite. They they talk, but I don't really see them really getting into a strong relationship. Be that as it may, what's going on with Travis though? What do you see could be happening with Travis? What's going on? I see the death card. I see the King of Wands. And I see the 4. So what does that tell me? That just tells me that he's just going through something dark. And there's changes. There are changes, and he's on guard, and he's guarded. It's something that he's guarded about. It's something he's guarded. Here he is the king, but he's not even looking directly at you. And whatever he's guarded, he's guarding that. Whatever it is, be it earthly good, be it finances, whatever. But his eyes is definitely on death or new beginnings or something like that. And again, I see a new beginning right here. And then I see a dying away of something old. He's struggling with something. Whatever that is, I don't know. It could be something in his nature that he's struggling with.
Okay.
You know, but I definitely see him struggling. But do he want to have Carly? Do he want Carly back? Do he want her back? Is this his way of trying to, is he rebelling for his feelings for Carly? I mean, I don't know, but we'll find out. I see an 8. No, no, it has nothing to do with Carly. Well, as a matter of fact, it's like here, I see an 8 of Pentacles again working. So this is something that has to do with him working. Maybe he's burnt out. I don't know. Maybe he needs the money. I have no idea. But I definitely see him stirring strong, looking forward, know what he wants. And as far as Carly, this pops up, and that lets me know it seems like if I wanted Carly, I can have Carly back. Okay. That's what I get out of that. But I don't think that that's it. I don't know. If they were to get back together, I wouldn't be shocked. Yes. But it doesn't seem like that's where he's at this moment. What do you see?
Definitely, because looking at the...
She's looking at him, but he's not looking at her.
Yeah, and to look at the 4 corners representing influences that I like to call the outer skirts, not like directly that he's aware of. I say Kylie's basically in the background at this moment.
She is in the background.
But she's still like there in his energy field.
Yeah, absolutely. I get the same thing. And so what else you see? I see a ring. I see...
Yeah, I was talking about that ring earlier, about how he could still be thinking about maybe putting some type of commitment towards...
To commitment. Yes. Or to someone. But I don't know. He hasn't been hanging with anyone.
Yeah, not that I know of.
Not that I know either. He's just literally being alone. And I definitely haven't heard Carly say anything, but Carly's been kind of quiet about her love life. I don't even know what's going on with her and Timothy. But I never thought that they were right for each other, and that doesn't even seem like her type.
Nope.
But nevertheless, so in this reading, it just seems like Travis is going through a dark night of the soul, because I definitely see a death. I definitely see there are some new beginnings. I definitely see that as a king of fire, he's on edge about something. He's on edge about something. And yet he's got something that he's hiding, and something that he's keeping, and something that he's protecting that he doesn't want anybody to know. And I think that that's what probably gets him a little bit rubbed up, because he's working at whatever it is. He's working at his craft. And here, I definitely don't see, I mean, he could be with Carly, but I definitely don't see that. No, I don't see that. Not right now. But if they got back together, that wouldn't shock me. No. But the cards are not showing that. The cards are showing to me, if I really want Carly, I have Carly. I don't even know if it's that. But it is something that he's going through that he doesn't want anybody to know. He doesn't want anybody to know. And I definitely see the ace. So I definitely see that this is a very creative time for him. Again, new beginnings, fire. So he may be working on a new album or a new song, but I definitely see that this is very much a creative period for him that's going on. As far as him and Kylie is concerned, I see nothing that says, it just seems like, but she is in his life.
Yes, that's for sure.
The cards are showing she is close to his heart. You had the same thing. Yes. So she's close to his heart. But even if it's close to his heart, he's not ready to commit to her right as of yet. I mean, anything can happen. but I don't think that he's ready to commit to her. And whatever it is, I think he got some kind of new thing that he's dealing with or that he's growing or something. But I know that it's not ready to commit to her. Not today. But if it happens, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yes.
But the cards are showing that there is something else going on with him. That is something else going on with him. And I don't know what that is. It could be finances. It could be the record company. I don't know. But I definitely see that he's getting ready to start a new project. He's got a new project in mind. And I do know that he has a lot of emotions. It's a lot of feelings he's feeling. But this is a card like of love. And this is a card of goodness. So he's excited and good feeling about something. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's what he's working on or whatever. But he's busting with energy. And I truly believe it's positive energy. You know, and whatever this is that he's holding tight, he's not letting anybody know, whatever that is right now. Well, that's all I have about Travis Scott. Do you have anything you want to add?
All I want to add is the last two cards that have been jumping at and staring at me is the mask card, which symbolizes either he's shedding his mask or maybe he has multiple faces, and that's coming like in the way of his in the way of his life. And also, you can put that death card back up because we have despair.
Despair.
Yes. Which basically symbolizes exactly what you were highlighting about.
And you know what, excuse me, maybe this card where he's busting open with a lot of emotions, it should be joyous, but maybe it isn't. Maybe he's just got a lot of anger, and that's what I'm feeling. Like this should be a joy card. But if you turn it upside down, it will not be a joyous card. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking that he's got a lot of anger and a lot of resentment that has to deal with love. Whatever love is, it's upside down. Whatever it is, it's like it's resentment. It's like a volcano. Maybe he's angry or frustrated, whatever it is. And whatever that is, it had to be something that took place in his past.
Yes.
So, and you're saying what now?
Yes.
So that really helped me. So that really gets me So he's guarded. He's guarded his mind, his head, his heart, where he travels. He's guarded. What did you say?
Yes, talking about how the despair is basically right on theme with what is going on in the reading, talking about how this change, and he's going through a dark night of the soul, we can say.
Yeah.
So really challenging time, something that he definitely doesn't have under control.
He doesn't have it under control, and he rages or he gets angry, and whatever it is, it has something to do definitely with a relationship or a love life. I don't know the cards. I'm assuming that this is college, and whatever it is, it just seems like they have unfinished business, because I definitely see that something keeps them apart. And, but I don't know. But I definitely see this is emotional, and he's very emotional about something. And even though it's supposed to be a good feeling, the cards are showing it is not a good feeling. Whatever it is, he's emotional, and it's not good. And he is being protective and secretive about what's bothering him. And that's all I got, right?
Yeah,
but whatever it is, he's working at something. So let's wish him the best of luck and whatever he chooses to do. But that's all I got on Travis Scott. I hope you enjoyed this reading. So if you want a reading, please, Baby Crone and I are available. Just make an appointment. And if you got this far in this reading, please give us a thumbs up. If not a thumbs up and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We could really, really use it. And again, if you want a reading, please, you can. What do they have to do, Baby Crone?
For personal tarot readings, you can go to the website www.thecronetreasurechest.com, and you can book an appointment there, where it will get sent to our email, and then from there you just book your appointment, time, date, and you will meet with us via Zoom.
Yes, and thank you for those that has been calling for appointments. Thank you. So with that being said, what do we say?
Some sunflowers.